147. Bottom line, that's what matters. They've got lots of wickets in hand, 7 in total. There's still some batting to come up.
Yeah, interesting who they're going to turn to now. Mohammed Amir has 1 over left. It looks like Mohammed Amir is going to bowl this over, which I think is the right call. No, it's not Mohammed Amir. That's what they got left. Mohammed Amir 1, Jasuria 1. Asita Fernando's bowled out, bowled really, really well. Dhananjaya. One, Lakshan Sandakan 2, and Sandakan Dhananjaya 2 left. Lakshan Sandakan coming back into the attack. He bowled well. He used to. Used a lot of slow balls, particularly in that first over. So it's a big call this from Bhanuka Rajapaksa.
Clue straight away, third man and fine leg inside the circle. So there will be slow deliveries.
To his field is Lakshan Dhananjaya. Very, very well bowled. Bowled it. Off cutter into the wicket. Yeah, well, it was Hazy. He has 2 different slow balls.
wonder if that could have and should have perhaps been a catch.
There's no excuse. At this time of the game, Shihan Jayasuriya's got to run in and attempt to catch that. He's rolled that out the back of the hand, and he's just backpedaled on that, Shihan Jayasuriya. He's made an absolute mess of it. He had to go to take that catch at that point in the game. He's backpedaled. He didn't want it.
You can't play safety. Slow bouncer.
Yeah, he's using his variations. He's using his variations well. If we have a look at that one, instead of coming towards the ball, Shihan Jayasuriya, he's just backpedaled and he's been caught with the pace as the ball skimmed off the ground. It got onto him too quick. He should have been looking for the catch.
Oh, has it been put down? I think it has. I think the umpire actually raised the finger, in fact. I'm pretty sure the umpire stuck the finger up there for a caught behind.
That's another poor miss. Poor miss that Azam Khan behind the stumps. If we have a look, he's bowled that one cross seam. There's been a nick on that. Just dipped a little bit onto Azam Khan, but that's almost regulation keeper. And the umpire gives it out already.
He did. Oh no. Wow, there's a couple of big errors.
Very good over. Down. I saw him giving his son some wicket-keeping practice today. He'll be disappointed with that. Regulation catch.
Oh, and he's going to call that a wide, which I think is okay. I think it is a wide, actually. He's had some bad luck, but I think that is a wide. As I said, that line is just an indicator. Umpire to decide whether it should be a wide or not.
That's really disappointing. Really disappointing for Lakshan.
I love the umpire's reaction in the background. Open mouth as well when he realised that he shouldn't have stuck the finger up. That's gone high. Now it should be caught. Should be taken this time. And it is taken. This is a really good over. Someone had to catch it.
Shihan Jayasuriya redeeming himself. Over. 19 needed of 12. Balls, game on. Again, out the back of the hand. Went up, Shihan this time. Shihan Jayasuriya makes no mistake. But very well played there from Avishka Fernando. He set this innings up perfectly for the Jaffna Stallions. Avishka out 84-59, 152 for 4.
Crossed. Suddenly the game very, very tight. Mohamed Amir.
He's got that away nicely off the blade, and that's gone for 4. That's a great way to start the over.
Not for Amir, not for the Gaul Gladiators. They were suddenly breathing. They were suddenly having some hope. Ehsan Ali. The fielder there. But that was quick. But look at that. Opening the face of the bat. Still a lot of work to do. These last few runs, the nerves will be ticking. Could have done better. Ehsan Ali.
It's a clever shot, actually. Open that blade like that.
Better field now. Third man's come back, and fine legs come back, come up into the ring. A better field if that's the line that Mohamed Amir is going to bowl.
He's got 5 in the circle. He doesn't need 5.
Cracked away, and that's 4. Back-to-back boundaries. That's
pressure everywhere. They're getting everything wrong, even up here. But not one in the Hasaranga. Suddenly the Stallions started galloping again.
He's changed the field again. He's now asked. There is a sweep on the leg side as well, so he's clearly going to change his angle. He's asking for 2 men inside the circle.
Balls.
He's away for another boundary.
Fantastic.
Beautiful Yorker, but it's squeezed away for another boundary.
Fantastic. Very, very well played. First 3 balls going for 4, and he's used the bat to deflect him through the offside. All 3 deliveries through the offside. There we go. Gave himself a bit of room. Deflected. Through the offside. He knew Amir was going to come straight to there because of the field that was set, and gave himself some room. Very good batting.
He's taken it off middle stump. He's brave. This guy is a wonderful cricketer. Wawindu. He should change his name to Wawindu.
So why Mohamed Amir's bowling on-pace deliveries. Should be bowling a couple of slow ones, I would imagine. Anyway, that's not the case. I think the horses bolted, the Stallions bolted. 7 from 9 now. So lots of wickets in hand. Still a couple of balls, 3 balls left in this over.
These are not bad balls. This is what Amir wanted, a Yorker. That one he probably earned by 6 inches and he clubbed it down the ground. Off the middle stump. And at a vital time for the Stallions. Looked tight, it looked like it was getting tight.
The slower balls have been the effect. Runga wanted it.
That was a wide. He tried to run across to reach it, not that he moved across. Fielders in the deep square of the wicket. On the offside, the square leg, mid-wicket, long on.
Can this last delivery be a dot ball? That will mean 7. Win off the last over. No, worked the way down on. Pace delivery, using the pace of the delivery, picked up another boundary. That's the 4th boundary of the over. I'm not sure that's the greatest bowling I've seen for over number 9. 168 for 4. So 16 runs off that last over. It's certainly cost things dramatically for the Ghoul Gladiators. It was an over, an indifferent over, that's for sure.
You needed 19 off 2. You would go to Mohammad Amir as a fielding captain. But 4 boundaries and those are first time now Hasranga had come to the wicket, the first 3 boundaries. With the first 3 balls he faced, and they were not slots, they were just clever batting. I'm going to change his name to Wow. Star with the ball, star in the field, and look at this last ball of the over. Good wrist. I'll have 4 more.
Frustration from Mohammad Amir. The field. Positions were very interesting indeed as well. 3 required from 6.
Have only 4 more to play. Got a long way to claw back. Sort of Pereira dismissed today couldn't have a real impact with the bat, neither with the ball. Ball only 1 over. But took an outstanding catch to bring the Stallions back in the game.
Outstanding.
Outstanding catch, in fact. It's not that he's saved 4. It's Lakshan Dhananjaya once again. He's just plucked it.
That's extraordinary.
Malik hammered that.
Malik looking to finish the game there. That ball just got a little underneath it. Very good catch, Laksandaya. There we go. Malik looking for that gap. Beautiful catch. Laksandaya. He's had a good game today.
Oh, certainly.
That was 3 required from 5 balls now. 5 men inside the circle, just a single.
We're not counting the umpire this time, though, easy. Talking about this Pereira's catch. What about this for a catch? Because Malik creamed that. Contributions. Brave cricketer, 22-year-old. Take note. Coach, were you watching that slow ball? Off the back of the hand.
I was watching that.
Down the ground. Just 1.
Scores on level. What to think about. Going very nicely, and you were right. 15-20 runs short in that effort. Last couple of overs from Malik and Shinwari went for nothing, basically. That's what's coming to haunt the Gaul Gladiators. Everyone in the circle now trying to save that single.
Over the top. Comfortably gone for a boundary, and that is the end. The Stallions have bolted again. The Jaffna Stallions, they win by 5 wickets. A big smile from the captain of Tesoro Pereira. This is another fine performance from the Jaffna Stallions. They are top of the table. They are undefeated up until now. Unfortunately, the Gaul Gladiators have not got off the bottom of the table and have not picked up a point up until this stage.
A very good performance again from the Jaffna Stallions. Very professional. Batted and fielded very, very well. They have the hallmarks of a very good cricket team.
There were times they were under pressure. They seem to be able to find ways to draw themselves back in. Dhananjaya De Silva So good with the bat yesterday. That confidence is coming into his game. Just hitting through the line. Nothing silly at a vital time, but one Indu Hasaranga. Make it wow Indu Hasaranga. 17 off 7. Those boundaries of Mohammad Amir at a very crucial stage of the game.
One thing that the Japanese Stallions will be happy about, I'm not sure who's way. That's you, Russ.
Yep, up this way.
Headers are going to be a little bit silent, I think, in that change room. But these boys in what's that colour, Russ?
Oxygen blue.
Oxygen blue.
That's a good sign for the Japanese Stallions as well. They're not reliant on just the one player. But of course there are stars who are consistent like Wawindu Hasaranga. With bat, with ball, in the field. Four out of 4. Different looking batting card today. More runs at the top. Avishka Fernando. 84 or 59. Tom Moores will be disappointed. He looked good for those 11 runs and was looking like he'll start scoring some runs. But Minod Bhanuka, 40 of 26. That's vital for him and as well as the Jaffna Stallions. No runs for Thisara Pereira or Shoaib Malik. But Wawindu Hasaranga scored 17 off 7 when it really mattered.
Yeah, let's have a look at the bowling for the Gaul Gladiators. Let's go right at the top there. Mohammad Amir's numbers were actually very good until he bowled 21 for 2 for 30 for Asita Fernando and piece for Dhananjay and also Lakshan. So not too many wickets. That was one of their problems for them. Nothing really in the wickets column, and therefore first their total was 15, maybe 20 runs shy. They were going really nicely at one stage with Gunatilaka was the top scorer with 56 off 44. Hasaranga bowled really nicely, 2 for 29 off his 4. And the Stallions 174 for 5. They've got up and there's a couple of balls to spare. Visca Fernando, the star with the bat, and the Stallions, the Jaffna Stallions, winning by 5 wickets. Take a break. When we come back, we will have the presentation.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official broadcasting partner, Content Eye Asia.
ඔබට මගහැරුණු සියලු වැඩසටහන් පහසු වෙලාවට නරඹන්න TVI Newsයි අපගේ YouTube නාලිකා දෙකම අමතක නොකර දැන්ම subscribe කරන්න.
රැඳී සිටින්නේ TVI සමගින්. රැඳී සිටින්න අපත් සමග.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official broadcasting partner.
Sí. Allá sí. Allá. Sí,
2020. Win together.
Second match of this doubleheader on the Super Saturday gets going quite late. If you're in Sri Lanka, we hope that you're locked on for the entertainment. It's the Galle Gladiators up against the Colombo Kings. Earlier at the toss, Shahid Afridi winning the toss and electing to bowl first. Good decision by him. Wants to see what's the target. And it's a 5-over affair. Colombo Kings making one change to their team. Daniel Bellman.
Official webcasting partner, Content Asia.
We're really good, and I think he's done it very, very well here. And it helps when you're batting as well as he is at the moment as well.
Well, many captains they struggle to balance role. That's the role as being a player, and in this case, Dasun Shanaka, a batsman, and his primary role is to contribute in terms of runs with the bat. He's gotten a good bit of support from Samit Patel.
Yeah, they've been outstanding. Their two partnerships that they've had in the two previous games have been very, very impressive. They seem to have got a good synergy together. They're running well and they're playing well together and clearly enjoying batting with each other.
Samit Patel, he's been very good with anything short. He shows his repertoire of strokes every time he comes to the crease. Anything over pitch, he's picked a pounce on it, and he's added that impetus to the innings. Not fearful of playing his shots and really representing himself with the bat. And we haven't spoken about his bowling.
No, we haven't. And so he's a very useful all-rounder. Very good all-rounder in this franchise cricket. I think the one thing he's added to his game is his ability to play the short ball. So we knew that he was proficient to anything pitched up. Sides have attacked him with a short ball previously. He's certainly done some work on that, and he now looks a really good all-round player.
Well, we have spoken about the other players. One such player who should come good today is Angelo Pereira. Let's hear from him.
Angelo Pereira of the Dambulla Viking. Good win the other day. Your mood in the camp must be very good.
Yes, it's very exciting because it's been a good win as well.
And what would you look forward to today? That was a day game. Now it's a night game. Does that change the equation?
Actually, it's our first night game of the tournament, and we'll be playing two more hereafter. So it'll be something new, but we've played, say, about more or less the second half of the game has always been played under lights. So I don't know about the dew factor or anything because we've just been hearing it. So we need to experience it to our own selves.
And what about Dasun Shanaka? How good has he been as a leader as well?
He's a great leader because I played with him in Pakistan as well, and he's been terrific with the team. And he has a lot of positive vibe in him, and that's the biggest thing that the team gets.
Personally, great opportunity for you. You looked good the other day.
Hopefully more runs on the board, and more or less the most important thing would be for the team to end up on the winning side.
If you can make those runs, your team will do well. Go well,
Hopefully.
Angelo.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Russell Arnold. I'd like to now shift focus a bit to Candy Tuskers. We saw a couple matches ago that Brendan Taylor was brought into the side. Looked like he's added a great amount of depth in the batting in this Tuskers team.
Yeah, he has. He really has. We know in these conditions he sweeps really well. He's been positive when he's batted. He's hit some unbelievable shots all around the wicket. Been very, very impressive. I like the fact that they're unchanged tonight. It kind of tells you that they're kind of finding their best combination. And let's not forget, this is their last game without Dale Steyn.
Yeah, and that's an important factor. The next match, they will have the services of Dale Steyn. So if they need to bolster their bowling, they will have the man to do that. I think when you look at this team play, yes, they've only had one very first game, but it could have gone either way. Colombo Kings getting the better of them.
Yeah, that's right. And let's not forget that they've got 219, which should be defendable anyway, you know. So they haven't played as badly as what results suggest. I think Kusal Mendes has been brilliant without getting a big score. He's been very good. He showed some fantastic glimpses.
Now, as a coach, I'm going to ask you to put that cap on because you can't get away from it. If you're leading a team like Candy Tuskers and has been through that experience of being unlucky, what will be your strongest message before the start of this game to the players in that team?
The strongest message is to concentrate on the positives. They've played some very, very good cricket. So just keep enhancing the positives. Just keep building that confidence in the camp because they're not far off at the moment.
Well, we've getting closer and closer to the start of this match. We've seen quite a number of players putting their hands up. Opportunities for young players in Sri Lanka, if they've not gotten the chance to play for the national team, obviously to address the selectors as well.
That's fantastic, and this is just what Sri Lanka cricket needed. The ability for the younger players to play under pressure. There's a global TV audience. They don't experience this in local domestic cricket. So it kind of bridges the gap between international cricket and domestic cricket. Also rubbing off and rubbing shoulders with some of the good professional cricketers. It will just create such an understanding.
Players as well, they will be under pressure. Really delivered yet is Kusal Mendes. Let's hear from him.
Match and Indian matches, T20, one-day test matches. I think good experience this tournament.
Hope you have a good one. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, we really hope that he has a good game because he's an exciting player and we've seen him in Sri Lankan colours over the years and he will want to perform in today's match. Now, Mikiata, just a little bit on T20 cricket itself. When you're building a T20 side, is it a case in your instance that you have a template for a T20 team, or do you share the philosophy that a T20 team should be built on the available players that you have in front of you?
Yeah, I think the key is building a brand. What's going to be successful in the conditions that you're going to play in, and you play in all conditions, but you play in some conditions more, obviously home. So you build a brand, then you get the personnel that fits around that. Very clear role clarity, that's important. And then I always say you give the players the roots to grow and the wings to fly. You just back them in and let them play to their ability.
And in terms of the evolution of the game itself, we've seen teams now average 200 when they bat first. The middle overs now is not a lull period in the game. They go.
You need to keep going and you need your players to perform their roles to the max.
Well, we're counting down for this one. This contest will prove to be exciting. We hope that you stay with us and enjoy the action that we have in store for you.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official broadcasting partner, Content Asia.
අපගේ YouTube නාලිකා දෙකම අමතක නොකර දැන්ම subscribe කරන්න.
ඔබ මේ රැඳී සිටින්නේ TVI සමගින්. රැඳී සිටින්න අපත් සමගම.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official broadcasting partner, Content Asia.
ඔබ මේ රැඳී සිටින්නේ TVI සමගින්. රැඳෙන්න අපත් සමගම.
partner, Content Eye Asia. Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Eye Asia.
Okay, here we go for match number 10. It's going to be a beauty. Dembula Viking versus the Candy Tuskers. Now, this is a clash between the teams that are sitting 3 and 4 at the moment. The Viking are sitting 3, the Tuskers are sitting 4. Here's a look at what happened at the toss. The very beginning of this game is this the first night game for the Dembula Viking. So this is going to be a brand new experience for them as we have a look at the sides. The Viking on the left, the Candy Tuskers on the right. Now the Tuskers have got no changes. That's good for them. They're feeling nice and solid. They're going to have a change next game because Dale Staines going to be in that lineup, which is going to certainly improve them. And as for the Viking, there's 2 changes for the Viking side. Dembula Viking, Turunga and Sterling are out in Shinwari and also Mendes. So there's 2 changes for Dembula Viking. Here come the umpires. They are going to be making cut in the middle. Rashan Abasinger is alongside him. Hello, Rashan.
Hello, Hazy. Good evening to everybody. Wherever you are, whatever time zone, it's going to be another really good game. We did see that in the last game, the Japanese Stallion batted so well, chasing things down. And here, let's not forget that just 1 win for the Candy Tuskers and they're into the 5th match. On the other hand, Double Viking, they've played 3 and won 2. So, Candy Tuskers quite keen to try and get those wins under their belt to increase. They may feel a little bit safe because the Gaul Gladiators haven't started winning as yet. But then, they're at 4, Gladiators at 5. So that contest at the moment is a little bit tight. I don't think the Candy Tuskers would want to keep it that way. They would rather just maintain a good lead over the Gladiators if they can.
A bit of a breeze around the place, as you can see, even on the cup, which someone's going to get their mitts on in a couple of weeks' time. And obviously the Viking side will be very, very keen to start well. Here's the captain, Asun Chonika, right at the front. And he's not worried at all, he said, about bowling under the night conditions, bowling when there's a little bit of dew on the grass. He said they've done it before, so this is something that they're used to and they'll just do it again.
He's been very impressive, that's what
I think the thing I like about and the 2 changes that have been made to the Dembula Viking side have been made with their sort of brand in mind, and their brand that worked for them in the last game was spin. So we see Shinwari and we see Ramesh Mendes coming in for them to enhance that spinning ability.
It is quite interesting. When I was out there doing the toss, a couple of the players were actually asking me if the previous game had any turn, was the ball gripping at all? And my answer was no, because it wasn't considerably. I mean, we had games before on the other side of the square where it was certainly turning a bit and stopping and gripping, but the first game we had tonight, it was coming on reasonably well. It wasn't a quick.
So we got the Double Viking coming out. And that side looks much better now. They look far more organized. It's a more balanced unit. Don't forget that second game they played, they came second by a big distance. I've been impressed with Asul Chanaka's captaincy. He's led from the front. Players who generally thrive with responsibility. Asul Chanaka looks one of them. Tisara Pereira seems to be enjoying that extra load on himself. The Sri Lankan captains, if you really look at particularly the test ones, in the past, the likes of Javardhana, Sangakkara, they have just enjoyed that extra load. They have carried on and been great success stories. So sometimes that load and captaincy tends to get the best out of the player.
Just a slight little delay. Gulbaz, the opening batsman, has just got something in his eye, so he's just making sure that's okay before he actually comes out. He's okay. Okay, now he's a talented player. He's a youngster, we know that. We saw him play really well with 53 in the first game of this tournament, but his shot selection since then hasn't been the best.
Yeah, well, Russell has 300 in the strike rate in the power play. Goodbar's strike rate in the power play is 134, and that tells you that they carry a lot of power and quick scoring. This pair of batsmen, and they can be very effective in those 6 overs.
Yeah, he's going to be dangerous if he gets going, that's for sure. So he's one of the boys that's going to be starting proceedings for the Candy Tuskers, and there's the skipper, Coastal Pereira. Here's the other one. Here's an extremely talented cricketer, this man. He played one of the finest knocks you will ever see. In fact, it was voted one of the finest knocks ever in Test cricket. 153 not out against South Africa in Durban to win that Test. Anwar Ali. Start proceedings. I like this man. He's a real competitor. I also like someone right at the start when they're bowling. It doesn't matter who they are. Watching this. Here's the countdown. Raise the call. Here we go.
The reason why you should keep sticking to your plans irrespective of what the result is.
So the new ball was skid on a little bit more. Right away, like Gavaz did with the first shot that was played for a boundary.
One thing that leagues like this will teach the young Sri Lankans is to stay calm when they bowl. Looking at some of the top players in the world, they don't appear to be ruffled at all despite the runs they concede. You could just see that they know exactly what they're doing. They got a set plan, they got the feel right, and they don't mind being taken apart by just sticking to that.
Just going to go through a couple of bowling drills here shortly. Rashan. Down the ground, quick single, side of stumps, single taken, no dramas. Ali's a little disappointed with that, but he'll now just take a couple of deep breaths.
The 2 standing umpires, Linda Hannibal. And he's at the head umpire's position. And his partner today is Mr. Kotachi, Rohit Kotachi. We got a few brothers. We got brothers referee Maxwell and Wendell. Sorry, beg your pardon, Graham and Wendell Roy, and the Kotachi brothers standing part of the umpires panel.
That's beautifully bowled. That is perfect. So just back to the bowls. The last thing you want to be is your mind going a little bit crazy when you're bowling. You want to be nice and calm. Now his expression is good. He will take his time going back. He'll be thinking about where it is to bowl to Pereira. He will have spoken to his captain. He probably would have controlled the discussions and slow the game now to his speed. It's so important to do this. Just a quick little check to make sure everything's okay. Again, just reset. Probably look to bowl exactly that same line. Oh, it's a lovely drive on the arm. He's hammered that through the covers for 4. That's a beautiful shot. Almost took it out trolley.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Kusal Janat. A little bit of width allowed him to free his arms. That's coming straight into his area. Look at this, just a little bit of width there from Anwar Ali. Great shot, great weight transfer there from Kusal Janat. Very happy with that. He'll be looking, he's been out 3 times, caught out a deep square leg. There is a deep square leg out there for him. He'll be keen not to get out there again.
Great following from staying nice and busy up there. Leg side slower ball. So that's good thinking. Didn't want to go any further, didn't want to concede a boundary the last ball. So 10 from it, 10 for none. teams again. If you're just joining us, the Tuskers really kicking in. Sean Singh is going to be down there shortly doing that exercise for us.
That's Lahiri Kumara getting ready to bowl rapid in South Africa in the test team for us.
They dipped a little bit, but they got a real power hitting pair of batsmen. Gurbaz have been brilliant. We told you his strike rate in the power plays almost 200.
Thank you.
Well, Gurbaz very versatile.
That's good running.
And a great length there from Kasumajita. Tall bowler, stands the ball up, bowls it with a really good seam, looks to swing it out. He's hit a good length tonight and just quick enough as well. Has a good bouncer, Hayes.
So if he swings it out, that'll be perfect against bowling to Gurbaz, because if you look at that area that Rasham was talking about, 39% between square leg and behind, and then also on the leg side, mid wicket, that's almost 50% of his runs there. So that's his chief scoring area. There we go, and also straight through mid-on region.
Basically lots of runs on the leg side. He's got a few on the off, but generally love the leg side.
Brendan Taylor.
That's a change-up. Previous delivery was 138. He's dropped that. Remember Kasum Rajitha making his debut against India in T20 cricket, and he was very impressive. That's the change-up. Took a lot of pace off the ball.
It's a well-controlled slow ball. Just roll the fingers down the side of the ball. And again, that's very good. Now that's something that if you're learning to bowl a slower ball, Mickey, I'll leave this to you. It's something that maybe the younger kids be more comfortable doing rather than back of the hand.
Yeah, definitely. He bowls this one particularly well, and he spends hours and hours practicing this. This is something that he's developed in his game. He knows, though, bowling to Kusal Pereira, that pace off the ball here is the way to go. Kusal loves the ball coming onto the bat.
Mid off, mid on, or at the edge of the circle too. 1-1, direct hit will be interesting. No. Ali doesn't shy.
When you look at the range of deliveries that fast bowlers have developed, the variety, the slow bouncer, and now the slower balls seem to be one of those real strong weapons that they carry in their armory. And it's not an easy ball to master because the way they deliver it with different grips. Now that last delivery was back of the hand. So important that they land it in that right place, because the price they'll have to pay if they err is huge.
It's an outstanding over so far. Just 3 from it. Just over the top of middle stump. That is brilliant stuff. That really is a magnificent second over. 13 for none. Let's look at the broadcast partners, wherever you might be tuning in and enjoying this broadcast. Sony throughout India, Bangladesh of course, Afghanistan, include TV watching this obviously, Pakistan, USA and Willow TV, and there's our digital partners as well. No doubt you're having a ball watching this cricket. Lanka Premier League 2020, it really is a lot of fun, and there's some serious talent on show. Nicely played, just the single.
USA, UK, Europe, Australia, they stream live. So it's interest levels and the numbers. It's truly magnificent and most encouraging. And all that could happen to this is just to get better. Spoken about the challenges the year one had. Hopefully by year two, they would have sorted out most of them.
I think it's been terrific so far. We've still got a long way to go. There's been some really entertaining stuff, and that's what T20 cricket's all about. Whip that away. That's one of his favourite shots, and he's picked up 6 runs. That's the area. Really nicely played by Gabaz.
Yeah, that's it. That's into his strength, as we saw on the pitch. Maybe 39% of his runs behind square on the leg side, and that's why, because of shots like that.
He loves the area. Goes there, goes over mid-wicket. Just saw it early, knew exactly, had a very good presence of mind, knowing that the short fine leg was inside circle. So the risk factor was almost minimal.
It was almost a case of forget about in the first couple of balls of this over after the previous over being so good and only going for 3. The call is 2, but no change of mind, just 1.
He's looked a good player. The one thing that's really impressed me is the quality of the Afghanistan cricketers coming through in all franchise competitions around the world. I know Lance Klusner, head coach, and H.D. Ackerman, batting coach, are really excited by the talent that they have in Afghanistan, and these guys are looking really good. But in the short ball, they're going to be tough to beat in conditions that suit them. They're going to be very exciting as a team.
They keep producing some outstanding spinners. Rashid Khan.
Beautiful ball. That is terrific. Outstanding change of speed.
It's good. I mean, on the point of the Afghan cricketers, just going back to the change of speed of Anwar Ali, who I could see that he mentions, just reconfirming the dimensions. It's a 70-yard boundary. Kabir Khan, the former Pakistani international, when he started coaching Afghanistan, short fine leg inside the circle, so just a little help, and in the gap.
I think when you've got a track like this and the ball's coming on nicely like this new ball is, and you've got a player like Pereira, the margin of error is so small. He's an aggressive player. He likes to pick you off as best he possibly can. He's played a couple of wonderful drives for extra cover. Anything that's slightly offline is just going to disappear, much to Mr. Ali's disappointment.
Yeah, I think they've got their plans right to him, because they wanted to take pace off, and they've done that, and done that pretty effectively. Every time they've bowled the ball with pace on, it's
see that there's a little bit of protection on the leg side. Let's cut that. Beautiful shot. Cut straight down the ground for 4. That has also now developed into a big over. 16 runs from it. A 6-second ball and a couple of bounties to finish. 29 for none. So those 2 buildings, the tall buildings, are Anwar Ali's deliveries, his overs, and Spencer Rajita not. His second over was really impressive. And they said he wouldn't be too far away from actually playing again, so he'll be a massive addition once he does get back, because he's got the cricketing brain to work with the guys in the change room as well. Slow delivery, there is a man Let's have a look at the variations of speed. The first couple were normal, then suddenly things changed. 104, 100 k's per hour. Pace off, this is really intelligent stuff. And some of the slower balls are not that difficult to bowl, so that's also good, and it's also something I think that's sensible. Takes a lot of work to get that one out of the back of the hand, right?
So Candy Tuskers getting off to a very good start. They're averaging almost 10 runs and over. We told you their average score in the power plays, which is over 60. Kasul Rajitha initially sat out of the double wicket team. Good to see him back and bowling well.
Still in leg side, it's going to be a leg by, I think, a little bit of a knee lift coming up for the umpire.
Very impressive bowling out from Kasul Rajitha. Bowled good pace, he's varied his pace as the graphics showed, and that one giving Kusal Janath Pereira no room at all. Coming back into his body. He's bowled a lot at Kusal Janath in the nets. He knows his strength. He's
Didn't get all of that. You probably heard the little yell from Pereira. I just want to mention also here this work that Rajita's doing. Just think about this for a little bit. For people who just sit back in their chair and watch a T20 game and just watch it unfold, that's fine. Just want to be entertained, that's fine. But if you want to dig a little bit deeper, this is a very mental game these days. If you're a seamer and you're playing in a 4-day game or a test match, you're generally bowling a good length ball at pace. You might bowl the odd slower ball. You're generally bowling that, or you might be bowling a bouncer. In this format, you've probably got to perfect probably 4 or 5 different deliveries. That's how challenging this is. That's high. Is it going to be taken though? That's the question. Oh, it's an outstanding catch. That is an outstanding catch. It's an early call as well, and that is a big, big wicket. Good stuff for Rajitha.
Believe that's young Kulamage, who played in that last game, the right arm leg spinner. Again, it was going away from him. He had to come around. I think he's all right. Maybe a few centimeters in.
Yeah, he's definitely in. Kasul Rajitha changed his length. Gurbaz trying to hit him out over the leg side. He's bowled very, very intelligently. That's the end of Gurbaz. 15 off 10. It's 33 for 1.
From the over, and the first wicket has just gone down. Kushal Mendes has arrived at the crease. He's got non-strikers in at the moment. Last ball. Straight to short fine leg. Single has been stolen, but that's brilliant stuff. 34 for 1.
Sri Lankan coaching unit on getting him bowling more. He gives us that seam bowling all-rounder. Here we see Kasul Rajitha back of a length. Gurbaz trying to swing it out over the leg side, and a very, very good catch there. Columbia, very good catch. Watched it all the way into his hands.
You've seen some blinders today. How hot are you?
One into Hasurangi in the previous game. Now Columbia. One of the areas of criticism has been that the fielding has been a little bit below average, particularly the outfielding, but the catching has more than made up for it.
Here's a bloke that's certainly worth getting your team if you've downloaded that My 11 Circle app and playing fantasy cricket, enjoying that with your mates and joining us throughout this tournament. Put him on your side, he's a good player. As that shot shows. Direct hit might have been interesting. slow out of the blocks. Kushal Mendes.
Good start, Kushal Mendes off the mark there. Let's just have a look how close it is. Shinwari has a throw. Out. That would have been a big wicket for the Dambulla Viking. I just had a look. I couldn't help myself having a look at Kushal Mendes' stats when he came in. Only averages 25. We've got to get that up to 35 because he's a good enough player. Rajita again, hard lengths into the wicket, and Kalumbage watching the ball into his hand. He wanted that catch, he really wanted it. Really good catch and very well deserved for Kasan Rajita. Shanaka in again to Kusaljan Pereira. Trapping Peru, he knocks it out onto the leg side for one. Back in the game and imparting his knowledge. I know the Candy Tuskers boys have spoken to me about how much knowledge he has and how much he's imparted on them.
So the two Pathans together.
It's a dot ball. And it's another really good over 4 from it, 38 for 1.
Of 33 before Gurbaz lost his wicket. Only 3 bowlers used so far by the Dambulla Viking.
It's not a rollicking start which we are used to when it comes to getting a big total.
Brought it to the side, 1 of 2 changes in this Dambulla Viking team. Shinwari, the other change.
They've come up with simple plans, Dambulla Viking. When you look at the last game, and this so far execution has been good. I think the Candy Tuskers made the right decision in winning the toss and batting first. You need something like 165, 170 for sure because the ball will slide on a bit. You won't have runs on the board to put pressure. Runs have to be made at the top of the order. When the ball is hard in the power play, you need to make it count because it will only become harder.
So you think 165 is going to be good enough?
Runs on the board. You've got to give yourself some chance and then use your spinners wisely. That's the way to go. New batsmen will struggle to score runs because this is now back to normal Sri Lankan conditions. Take the pace of the ball.
What we have seen so far. Team of batting and move up to 10 numbers have 9 or 8 wickets. In the back, you have a very good chance of enhancing your chances to put a big total on the board.
Very true. But the pitches are changing now. Early in the tournament it was hard. Came out to bat a lot more, but now quietly it's falling back into what we're normally used to in the subcontinent. Slower pitches. It's about taking the pace off. It's not that it's going to turn and grip and jump at you. But can hold up. conditions, and I think Dambulla Viking are doing that.
Sweetly struck down the ground, one bounce into the boundary line. That's a My 11 Circle champion shot.
For me, honestly, Russell, these pitches are still good. If as a batsman you are able to hit the ball on the up, it tells you that ball is coming onto the bat nicely.
I mean, slower pitches doesn't mean that it's a bad wicket. You need different skills. You can still score runs, but there is a chance, there's a way to play on it.
The pace is not there, so you, as a batsman, you struggle to use the pace. So you've got to have different options. Up to 6, 46 for 1.
For 1, end of the power play. Wickets in hand, the captain Kusal Pereira still at the crease, getting another start, 23 from 18.
These two pair off quite well.
Just nearly rolled onto the stumps.
That one gripped, stayed in the surface. Could have bounced for the bowler as well.
One of these two need to go on to make a big one. Use the others to pay attention to that run rate. That's the best way to control these innings for the Candy Tuskers. They need a win. The shot early. Remember, he has that injury as yet. Kusal Pereira, split webbing. Hasn't got any stitches in there, but there is an injury, and hence off the front foot. You've seen this happen many times. That hand coming off.
Single has been scored. 2 innings, 150 and 140. Gives you a chance as a side to get to 190. So this partnership is very crucial for Candy Tuskers.
I've been watching Kusal Pereira closely in terms of the manner in which he's been dismissed in the previous matches. Played quite a few pull shots, lost his wicket in a similar fashion. Very good players. They find a way to make the adjustment when they find something is going off. Firmly struck. Just a couple runs, so more controlled aggression from him. This is what I mentioned. Playing the pull shot, that was his first dismissal. It was a brilliant catch to get rid of him. Then again, just in front of square, picking the fielder. A third time, not lucky. Take a look at what we've seen so far from him. He's not trying to play that shot again and hit it with the power in front of square. Goes behind, waits for it, gets it in the gap. An example of how that adjustment has been made by a top-class player.
Was 20.
Brendan Taylor, Gunaratna still in this batting lineup. Captain Pereira wouldn't want to leave it to anyone else. 33 from 21 so far he has. He has a senior partner with him, Kusal Mendes.
No dot balls, keep the scoreboard moving. Pereira, as you mentioned, more awareness. Using the pace. He's not taking fielders on. He's also not gone aerial. That's also an adjustment he's made. Not being arrogant and trying to hit over, but making sure he's getting runs, and when he times it well, it will run away for four.
How important is it for someone on the outside to be looking at your game, sharing advice, a coach quite significant in your progress as a player, you would say?
Well, they call support staff. They are there to support the player. If he's making any mistake, you have to identify it. And I think he's got an able coach in Hashan Tilakarate, who was a superb batsman. So he must understand his game.
For those watching, that is
Pressure. Did you see the smile on his face? He doesn't have to go out bad.
looked a little different in his playing.
Well, he was a treat to watch from Hashan Tilakarate. After 8 overs, it's 63 for 1.
After
Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Asia.
You are watching TVI. Stay tuned with us.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Asia.
අපගේ YouTube නාලිකා දෙකම අමතක නොකර දැන්ම subscribe කරන්න. ඔබ මේ රැඳී සිටින්නේ TVI සමගින්. රැඳෙන්න අපත් සමගම.
Yeah.